And then you can start now.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Can I please have the cameras on?
Heading home.
Hello.
Long day at college.
I hate Teams, I'm telling you.
Yes.
For real. Okay, so today we have an interesting topic, hobbies, which I would say my hobby is that I would love to sleep, but I cannot survive with that alone, right? So I picked up a few other hobbies like dancing, singing, etc. But I would also like to know your hobbies, everyone. So can you please unmute yourself and tell me your hobbies? Ria.
My hobbies are playing. I used to play tennis, but I've stopped now. And also, I have been playing. I've been going to dance. So that's my hobbies.
We should start making a reel together. And Vasha Sai.
My hobbies mostly include singing, dancing. Reading was a hobby which I would like to develop it again. It just vanished during the COVID time. So basically, yeah.
I can suggest you books to read for sure.
I have to read. No, I have so many books. I don't have the thing to touch them,
Motivation.
take them, and open it.
Right. I understand. I can relate. And may I have someone who can volunteer and tell me your hobby? And, you know, okay, Dia, what's your hobby?
So my hobby changes with season. Let's say in college right now, the festing season is going on, right? So I've been
Yeah.
trying to get around, use my knack at things that I can show off in public. And now there's off festing season where I'm just at home reading books or going, not reading books, sorry, cut that off. I don't read books. Watching series. Now, see, these changes with a certain time of year. So there's no constant hobby per se.
So you pick hobbies as time goes. We will learn from them. We will learn from you, Dia. And yeah, so as I said, I don't have a particular hobby, but I would love to sleep all the time, which I can't do. So I picked up hobbies. And I would like to put forth meeting guidelines right now. Toastmasters guidelines, which are make sure not to talk about sex, religion, and politics in a way that is hurtful to others. Secondly, as it is an online meet, make sure you don't interfere when people are talking and talk only when required. Thirdly, make sure your cameras are on and it is very encouraging to the speakers. So, nextly, I would want to welcome our president. She says that she's a final year student, and she says that she wants to enjoy the college days for the fullest. But as she's going to leave the college, she says that she's going to miss college. Oh, sorry, not college. She says that she's going to miss the people in college. This is the introduction she gave. And she also is an MPAC registration co-chair, and her hobbies include anything and everything which catches her attention. I welcome everybody and especially Pragya onto the podium.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anju, for that beautiful introduction. Even though I have sent that. Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? I know it's a tiring day for those who have college and for those who are in afternoon batch like me. Can I get few answers or reaction or thumbs up, anything which you like? How are you all doing today?
Good.
I can see
Good.
Bhavani giving me. I can see Bhavani giving me thumbs up, Priya giving me the answer. And anyone else? What about the other guys? I request everyone to turn on their camera. Yes, I can see only 4 people in my screen. What about others?
Am I visible?
Yes, you are visible. Yeah. So, good evening, everyone, and I welcome you all to 259th meeting of MCC Toastmasters Club. MCC Toastmasters Club was established in 2016 by a special teacher coordinator who, with the help of her brother, who is a double DTL in abroad, and he helped us to build this community in college, and he also helped us in mentoring to build our communication as well as leadership skills. Now, I can proudly say that we are a club of 36 people, and we are uh, striving to be better and experience what Toastmasters have to give. Also, we strive to become the better public speaker as well as a great leader and a communicator. With this, I would like to introduce our guest. Our first guest is Toastmaster Deepak. Toastmaster Deepak, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello and good evening. I'm so sorry I can't turn on my cam since it's on live stream. But yeah, happy to be here with all of you, and hopefully this today's collab meeting works very well and we all enjoy. And hope to see you all at the event this February 10th at NHE. Thank you. Toastmaster Club, yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening with us. Moving on to Ananya Sharon.
Yeah, bro.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, can you see me because my camera is not working?
No, unfortunately, I can't see you.
Okay. I'll continue. Hello fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Ananya SB. I'm a third year BCom professional student, and I'll be your grammarian for today.
Oh, so sorry, Ananya. I thought that we have a guest today because you have joined from the other device. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
No.
Before I open the meeting, I would like to ask all the audience that do you have any objective if we live stream this meeting today? Can I get somebody can unmute and tell?
No, we do not have an issue if you live stream the meeting today.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And with that note, I open the meeting number 255 of 259th of MCC Toastmasters Club. You guys can unmute yourselves and clap. Now, I would like to hand over the podium to someone who is not so new member of the club, but she is very bubbly and jolly whenever I meet her. She herself tells that she is an introvert, but when you meet her, she is not at all an introvert. You will feel that you have not met the person for the first time. So, and she is also a second year student. She is a student of BBA. So now I'd like to hand over the podium to the star of the show, Toastmaster Ria. Over to Toastmaster Ria.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pragya. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. How are you feeling today? Good? Great. Okay. So the theme, hi, I am Ria. I am the TMOD for today's meeting. So the theme for today's meeting I have chosen is hobbies. Yesterday, I was really in a dilemma of what to choose as a theme, and I thought, why not hobbies, as it's the main thing which you need to to for changing your mentality and freshening up your mind. So hobbies can be the simplest of things, like going on a walk with your friends, listening to music, going to dance classes, going to singing classes. So I think everybody needs to have a hobby to to better their health. And yeah, so uh, before I start off with the introduction, I would like to know about all of your, like, I would want to know about your hobbies. So you can share a thing. Yeah, Ananya, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so even like it may seem very generic, but I love food. So like my entire day, it's always about food. It's like what I'll eat for breakfast. Okay, fine. What I'll eat, and while having breakfast, I'll be like, okay, what I'll be having for lunch. So my hobby, I won't say eating, but it's like trying out new things, trying out new combinations, and trying out at new places, like exploring in food.
Yeah, it's the same for me because I also really love food. I can have food anytime. So yeah, I really relate to you. Now Toastmaster Likita, you raise your hand.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. I have many hobbies, but my most favorite hobby is to hear to songs and sing. Singing is also my most, like, I love singing, dancing, and spending time with friends, watching Netflix series. I have many hobbies. Like, whenever I am down low or feeling alone, hobbies are the best thing which I can get rid of all my stress. uh, it is the stress buster. Thank you.
Yeah, even I agree with you because whenever I do hobbies, it just keeps my mind off whatever studies or whatever is going on in my life. I like to take it out, like, leave that and do pursue my hobbies. So, without further delay, I would like to call upon the general evaluator for today's meeting. She is someone who inspired me when I newly joined Toastmasters. She loves her family and food, and her Toastmaster is a expensive hobby. She considers Toastmaster as an expensive hobby. She works as a resume consultant and wants to have hobbies other than watching TV. Please welcome Toastmaster Malia. Toastmaster Malia.
Ria, I'll take up Toastmaster Malia's role.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
I'm audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'll be your general evaluator for today. And my role as a general evaluator is to evaluate the whole meeting from the starting to the end and to bridge the gap, to build a bridge between the evaluator and the speaker. So I have a team called Taggle, who will help me in evaluating the whole meeting from the start to the end. Starting with the timer, we have Toastmaster Mozeza. Toastmaster Mozeza is Toastmaster Mozeza is a student of BCom IAS, and her hobby includes listening to music, doing art sometimes, and watch YouTube like always. So over to Toastmaster Mozeza, our timer for today.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Pragya. I hope I'm visible.
Yes.
We will have three sessions of the meeting, which is prepared speeches, table topic, and evaluation session. In prepared speeches, the timings are from 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red card with 30 seconds of buffer time. Table topic sessions are from 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute, I'll be showing the green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds, buffer time. Green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will be showing the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll be showing the red card with 30 seconds of buffer time. And I'll be back with my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster Pragya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mozeza, for laying down your role very crisply and perfectly. Now we have the R counter. Our R counter for today is Toastmaster Likita. She is a first year student and she is very enthusiastic when comes to a club meeting roles. And she is also taken a couple of roles outside the club meetings and in a contest, and she has also helped the other clubs for their meetings. So over to Toastmaster Likita, our counter for today.
Hello, am I audible? Okay, fine. Good evening, Toastmasters. I am Likita. I'll be your accountant for today, and I will be making note of the scratch words, filler words, and repetitive words used by the speaker while delivering the speech. And I will be submitting my report when called upon by the channel evaluator. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Likita, for laying down your rules very clearly again. Up next, we have Grammarian, our English teacher for today. Our English teacher is Toastmaster Ananya, who is third year and that she is an avid foodie because eating food is her hobby. She is also one of the sweetest person you will ever come across. Whenever I meet her in college, she's just so bubbly and cheerful, and she will always come and hug me whenever we meet in college. So over to Toastmaster Ananya, our grammarian for today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pragya, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Ananya, and I'll be your grammarian for today. So, the role of a grammarian is to take note of exemplary and wrong usage of the English language, and it's also my so I also get to introduce the word of the day, which was usually related to the theme. The word of today is passion. The meaning of the word passion means a strong and barely controllable emotion. The usage of the word can be like he spoke with great passion. I urge every single Toastmaster to use the word of the day, and whenever any a Toastmaster or guests use the word of the day, we always encourage them by showing our thumbs up. Okay, so I'll repeat. The word of the day is passion, and its usage is he spoke with a great passion. I'll be back with my report when called upon by the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ananya. And I hope you will be the vigilant and the strict English teacher today. Uh, Last but not the least, we have the fun session role player who is listener. Our listener for today is Toastmaster Dia. She is also a third year student of home science and nutrition, and she believes that she is one of the enthusiastic person in the club. She is the current VP head of the new term, and she is also one of the cheerful person who will encourage you to take up the roles in the club, outside the club, and she works very hard for our members to grow. So over to Toastmaster Dia, our listener for today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pragya. We all know communication has two keys, that is talking, comprehensively talking, as well as listening. Listening is another key prominent element as to how communication works, right? With this, my role for as listener is to listen to what speakers or what goes on throughout the meeting and ask related question at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. To just give you all a gist of it, a quick question to everyone in the room. What is happening today in the meeting out of the ordinary? Why is this meeting so different? What's so special about the meeting? If you listen to our conversation over our chat group, you would know what is happening today. Anyone?
We are collaborating with Emparch.
Exactly. Exactly. Bravo. Marvelous. With this is the gist of how my questions will be framed around, and I'll see you at the end of the meeting. And back to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dia, for again beautifully laying down your rules and guidelines. I will be back by the end of the meeting when call upon the TMOD. I will be handing, please, Dia, please, Ria, please note that Toastmaster Amalia will be giving her evaluation. Now, I would like to hand over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ria.
Thank you, GE. So I have two questions before entering the evaluation, before entering the prepare speech session. So one question is, has your hobbies changed from compared to 2 years or 1 year ago? Because 5 years may be a long time. So, like, to make it short, maybe 1 year ago or 2 years.
I'll go.
Yeah.
When I entered MCC degree, so back in PUC MCC, I did not give any importance to dancing. To me, dancing that time was just listening to a few music in house while on YouTube and just moving your way. That's all. That was all dancing. But when I came down to degree and when I actually saw so many performers on the stage, that kind of got or ignited a spirit in me to actually develop a hobby for it. So let's say 3 years back, dancing was just something I knew people do for fun. But right now, dancing is something that I want to do for my inner joy as well as my skill in dancing world. Yeah, that's how it's. Back to you, Priya.
That's nice. For me too, like I stopped dancing because I had exams approaching in, everybody knows how 10th is, so we had to focus on only studies. But then as I got into college, I started continuing dance, and I actually really love like watching performances and, like dancing. So yeah, it's nice. Anyone else? Mm. Vasha, go.
So this is a hobby as I said in the starting, a hobby that I would actually like to develop once again. Reading books. Reading books is a very important thing. It helps you in more personally and professionally. But reading is a hobby that I used to enjoy a lot. Now also I do enjoy, but I just don't take out a book and read. So that is a hobby that I would say has changed over the years. Back to you.
For me too, reading, I never thought I would be a reader ever, like when I entered maybe ninth, but then I started like reading romance novels and I got so into it that I cannot stop. Even though it takes like 2 months, I will still read the book. So anyone else? Should I call? Likita? Satya, you can go.
I'm so sorry that I can't come on camera at the moment. But like you said, hobbies keep changing quite a bit, especially in 2020, 2021. My predominant hobby had been gaming because all the other hobbies required you to step out of the house. Gardening and gaming had become a huge part of it. And now, unfortunately, gardening not so much, but gaming still continues to be a big part. Toastmasters is no longer a hobby anymore. It has become a part of life because of the fact that you're just in it all the time. But one of my main hobbies these days is gaming. In fact, right now I'm going back home where I will be sitting in gaming or at least gaming for at least another hour.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that was really nice. So I have one more, the second question of what is the hobby that you would like to take up in the future? Like, what is something that you haven't done and you want to start doing?
Sword fighting. It's a hobby that I've always wanted to do, but I've never gotten the opportunity for it. But if I can learn how to use a sword and just develop some sword skills, and definitely that would be one hobby I want to become.
That would be interesting. Anyone else? Yeah.
Learning different languages.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the next thing that I should do.
That would be very hard though, learning different languages. Anju, yeah.
So I kind of have learned all most of the dance forms, and I've kind of learned singing, music, I mean piano and all. But when I look back, I feel that I've missed out on sports. So I really want to learn a sport and actually work on it. Like I've actually missed out a big part. So I would like to go. I mean, I would like to learn any form of sport.
Yeah, I can teach you tennis if you're willing to.
I'm coming.
I can teach you Formula One.
Sorry.
Please get in touch with me after this to learn about Formula One.
Yeah, we'll contact you for it. Toastmaster Dia, you raise your hand.
No, I said my gesture was to Toastmaster Satya that yeah, I'm calling you up post meeting.
Anyone else want to share their Toastmaster Likita?
Yeah, as I said, like I love dancing. I always dance like inside a home where nobody sees. I just enjoy dancing, but I always have a dream of going to a dance class and giving performances in college and everything. Yeah, I should. I know it's late, but I want to go for a dance class and give a lot of performances. I I love dancing, but I have never got a chance of going to a dance class. My parents didn't allow me. They always were like, "You should study. You should study." Always, this was in their mind. They never thought like dancing, singing. They never allowed me to do it. But now I really regret like why I didn't went to dance class and learn dancing. But if I get a chance of going to a dance class and learn dancing, I will first get into a dance class and learn dancing and enjoy those moments.
Toastmaster Dia, you raise your hand.
I would want to join a book club, not because I want to read more books, but I want to sit down in that round table, have that round table conference, a GD, analyze, throw out your opinions, etc. It looks so cool in the series, right? And I haven't come across any book club members around my uh, group or around my friend circle. No one ever says, you know what, hey, I'm a part of this book club and we talked about this book in that release. No one does that. And when they do it in the movies, I kind of get intrigued. I want to do that.
Actually, this is interesting because I really want to start a book club too. I really like talking about books, especially romance novels. So we can start it. We can together plan it. So, with that, let me get into the evaluation. Toastmaster Pragya, you raised your hand. You want to add?
Yes. So, as I told in my intro, that my hobbies keep changing and I like everything and anything which catches my attention. But recently, I agree with Dia that she wants to join a book club. But I want to join a book club to read and inculcate the habit of reading, not to just throw books and sit on the round table. But I want to inculcate that habit of reading at least 10 pages in a day. But still, because I felt that I am very late, or maybe it's very late to start reading a book. But then I told myself that it's never too late to start something new. That is why I want to join a book community or something which where I inculcate the habit of reading.
I had asked my sister once whether it is it's too late to start reading books, and she said it's not too late. You're still very young, so it's never too late to start reading books. So coming to that, I will let's come to I'm coming to the evaluation, the prepared and evaluation for the today's meeting. Um, so the first evaluator, she is a third year BCom student. From the time she came to third year, she has no time for hobbies but can't stop binge watching. Toastmaster Shishti.
Thank you for that introduction, Toastmaster Ria. Well, good evening, everyone, and a special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Bhavani. She is attempting her 11-month Project 4. The purpose of her project is to apply feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. There is another objective as well. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective and respectful speech evaluation. Uh, all the best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Bhavani. Over to you.
Uh, Toastma, the Toastmaster Bhavani, she is uh, second year pursuing BBA in business analytics. She loves spending time with her friends and also volunteered with a NGO. Um, TMOD Bhavani, memories infused by dad. Toastmaster Bhavani.
Can you all hear me? A father is the one friend upon whom we can always rely on. In the hour of need, when all else failed, we remember upon whose knees we sat and soothed our sorrow. And even though he may be unable to assist us, but his presence serves to comfort and strengthen us. A quote by Emily Gabriel. Greetings, Toastmasters and guests. My father's kindness, courage, wisdom, and love are the qualities that make him hero in my heart. From the earliest year, I've always been father's little princess. Even in kindergarten, when my dad was transferred to Dharwad and couldn't be around as much, my mom, Rupa, took all the responsibility, like dropping me and picking me up from school. She made sure that I felt better whenever I missed my dad. Sundays became my favorite day as I could spend 9 precious hours with him. As soon as he entered the house, he would call my name and I would eagerly run to him to embrace the warmth of his arms. One of my favorite things was the way his mustache tickled my cheeks when he kissed me. Those 9 hours flew as I eagerly shared every detail about my school, my friends, my homework, and an update about my cousins. However, saying goodbye to my dad at the end of the day was the most challenging part for me. Although he called me every day, but talking on phone call was also difficult, often ended in tears. Over time, I got somewhat accustomed to the routine, and daily longing and missing my dad never truly stopped. This period marked the beginning of my understanding of the importance of respecting people's time and cherishing family relationships and friendship. As I progressed to first grade, my dad made a significant change in his life. He resigned from his job, came back to Bangalore, and stayed with us. Every day was a celebration for me as my dad dropped me and picked me up from school. It was a unique and heartwarming experience. He was actively engaged with my education, got regular feedbacks from my teachers. This newfound routine was both beneficial and enjoyable as my dad not only helped me to finish my homework but also took time to help me grasp the subject. During this period, I came to a realization that prioritizing the process held greater significance than merely completing my homework. Even today, I find myself in a situation where I prioritize the process than solely concentrating on the outcome. As I progressed to third grade, my parents started receiving numerous complaints about me being talkative, disturbing others, and negatively impacting my academic performance. As an approach, my dad took a stricter way approach. He made me write my homework 5 times over and delivered speech on discipline. This marked a significant shift in our routine as the carefree days was replaced by a more disciplined and a stricter approach. In a situation, for example, my dad, Bhavani, Baili, Papa, homework bari Baili, Badagide appa homework, ina 5 times bari. ಅರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಒಂದೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಬರೆಯೋಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ 5 times ಬರಿ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಬರೀತ್ಯಾ Baritya was the most scariest word for me. So without saying any word, I would finish writing it. After this, I grasped the value of discipline, a lesson that has always stayed with me. Despite the understanding, I find myself in a situation where I unintentionally irritate people, though that's a different story. Every morning, my alarm would ring at 5 a.m., signaling me to start my study routine. Waking up early wasn't something I particularly enjoyed, but it was a non-negotiable part of my study routine. My dad, who faced significant challenge in obtaining education, emphasized on diligent studying. As time went on, my dad became increasingly occupied with his business, and my mom stepped in to assist me with my studies. One notable advantage of my mom's tutoring is the absence of scoldings, to the contrast of occasionally crying sessions that accompanied my dad's tutoring. Details that I prefer not to delve into. And it went on till 7th grade, and I decided to embark on the journey of self-study, and I excelled in both 7th and 8th grade without seeking my parents' assistance. However, my dad was concerned about math, and believed that I needed a tutor and enrolled me in one for 9th and 10th grade. Ultimately, I successfully navigated my 10th grade examination, securing a good percentage. Spending quality time with my dad has constantly topped my favorite list. Our Sunday ritual often involves visiting CTR, and occasionally we have to skip it because of his busy schedule. Each morning, he takes time in preparing and sharing breakfast with me. Even in our very busy schedule, he ensures that I have everything that I need and is always ready to fulfill any of my requests. He finds a glimpse of his own father in me, creating a meaningful connection that transcends our journey. As I always say, having no regrets, is that what I really want? My dad has imparted valuable life lessons that have shaped my journey. As a result, in my life, when I look back, I have no regrets. Grateful for the beauty he infused in me. Thank you. Over to the TM.
Thank you, Bhavani. Bhavani. That was a really nice speech. So coming to the second evaluator for today's meeting, she says that free time for anything other than sitting idle is her ultimate hobby. She is pursuing BSc Home Science and leaving MCC for good in 2 months. We're going to really miss you. To Toastmaster Dia.
Sorry, Toastmaster Ria, but there has been a change in the agenda. Toastmaster Pragya is taking over the evaluation.
Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ria. And my target speaker is attempting her level 1, project 3, which is writing a speech with purpose. The project purpose defined that to learn and review basics method of writing a speech with a definite purpose and to present in a well-organized speech in any topic. Timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish all the best to my target speaker and back to Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pragya. So, coming to a second speaker, she is a student of BSc Eco Stats. She says that her hobbies has faded away over time. Something she does is sing, dance, paint, watch movies, YouTube, and Toastmasters. She is a very dedicated Toastmaster indeed. Toastmaster Varsha. Importance of writing, Toastmaster Varsha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ria. A quick audio video check. Am I audible and visible? Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Toastmasters guests. How are you all? Can I get you people to unmute and answer?
Tired but very good.
Very tired.
That's
but
great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Very tired,
I'm
but
in the same state, but
for a meeting.
okay.
A little worried about CIS, but fine.
Sorry. So, we all have been judged and have judged people throughout our life. Am I right? Let's be honest now. We have been judged and have judged a lot of people, right? So, I'm a person who wants to show people that I'm bold, confident, and very strong enough. Right? But only I know what I am. And now that I am speaking to you people, you will also know. So when I feel like crying out, venting out my heart, and I've lost all possible confidence in life, I don't like to talk it out because I fear that the other person might judge me and draw a conclusion saying I'm not bold, strong, or confident enough, or I am so and so. Right? So I always talk it out only to the person I absolutely trust. And such people are very few in my life, probably 4 or 5 people. But still, I feel that it is the right thing to do because we are sharing, I'm sharing a vulnerable part of myself to someone. So I feel it must be with someone who we absolutely trust, right? So I would like to tell you an incident. About a week back, I was on my periods. So suddenly I felt like my friends isolated me for no reason. I was feeling very alone. So I came home, I called my best friend, and I was like, bro, my friends have literally, I feel alone so much today, I don't know what to do. I cried out to her. And she consoled me, everything happened. Then later, when I calmed down, I realized that by telling this incident, my friend would have had an impression on me, and she would have had an impression on my other friends. So I feel to not create all these unnecessary impressions, I always go to the one person I absolutely trust. Not only that, an awesome secret keeper. No one listens to our conversation, and most importantly, no judgments whatsoever. Any guesses who that person is? 5 seconds. No guesses? Oh, that's nice. Okay. So this shows how much of a good secret keeper that person is. That one person is paper, guys. It's paper. So I'll show an example. I tell paper, I'm a person who hoards jewelry. Do you judge me? See, it doesn't judge me. I tell paper, I'm an introvert. Still doesn't judge me. I tell paper, I'm completely stupid. Still doesn't judge me. It doesn't judge anyone, right? Even the MOMs don't judge whatever we do in a meeting, right? That is the magic of paper. It is actually the magic of writing, I would say. This habit of mine, that is writing, started when I was 5 or 6 years old. And whenever I was upset, I used to write is the reason why I am upset. So, and I must mention, I was very young and I used to write those letters in English, so there were many spelling mistakes. But hey, you can't blame me. I was very young, right? So, some letters I wrote actually asking for something material, and many letters I wrote telling my parents this is how I felt, and those helped me in my personal growth. Whenever I take out those letters and read them now, also I see how much I've grown as a person. A small example. Probably, I don't really remember the timeline. 5 or 6 years back, I actually went to my parents. Again, I wrote a letter to my parents saying, I don't want to go to music class because my teacher is very strict. She's scolding me for no reason. My parents read the letter. They were like, okay, calm down. Go for a few more months. And then, yeah, they forced me. Obviously, I won't deny. I went. But then slowly the love for the art took over that fear of my teacher, etc. So now when I take those letters out and I read, oh, I don't want to go to music class. I realize from not wanting to go to music class, I now eagerly wait for my music class, and that actually inspires me how much I can do more, right? As a singer, as I would proudly like to call myself. Also, writing helps us to clear our thoughts. I'll tell you how. I usually do not express my feelings because of the fear of judgment, as I said before. So I resorted to writing. It became a habit soon after. Writing my feelings down on paper felt like I lifted a huge burden off of my shoulders. And it helped me think with a lot of clarity on what I can do ahead. Now, yeah, I must tell this disclaimer. Writing down your feelings obviously won't solve the problem, but it will at least clear your thoughts and will, tell you to how to proceed ahead. Thanks to my parents who have still preserved all of my letters, I get to have a recap of my life from time to time. I laugh while reading some, yes, and some make me think really deep. Some have made me introspect and have helped take further decisions in my life. keeping my past actions in mind. So, my dear audience, whenever you fear that you will be judged, you will have trustworthy friends, you don't want to create unnecessary impressions, you know who to reach out. You can go home. You are already at home. You can try this today. If you have been happy throughout the day, write it down. You will feel happier for 24 more hours. If you're sad, write it down. Your thoughts will calm down, and then you can think clearly. So writing doesn't need experience. It should come from the heart. I would like to end by saying, are you happy? Write. Are you moody? You write. Are you giving a speech tomorrow? You write. And back to the team.
Sorry. Thank you, Toastmaster Varsha. That was a very impactful speech. So before I start with the table topic speeches, I would like to ask few questions. So, how have the hobbies you pursued changed you? If so, how? Toastmaster Dia?
See, I joined Toastmasters for a reason, right? To learn how to simply talk. And it has obviously become a hobby now. I do Toastmasters every day. And me right now talking with this grace or with this confidence has obviously made me have an identity in a room, have a say in the room, or have a strong presence in the room. When two people are talking about you in the room, that means you have created some sort of impact. Well, that has done to me. Well, that has done through that I've gotten through my hobby, and that is through Toastmasters. Back to you.
True. For me too. I think I would not be able to take the TMOD ever if I didn't join Toastmasters or didn't know what Toastmasters is. So, anyone else? Shrishti, Bhavani, anyone? Anju? Those who have not answered. Okay, anyone volunteering? Toastmaster Likita?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. As everybody knows in this meeting, I'm not at all confident speaking in front of people. I still now, even now, I'm so scared to speak. But Toastmasters, it has been 4 to 5 months. Really, if I would say, it has brought a lot of changes in me. You can see now too. I try speaking in front of people. I try networking with people. It has made a lot of changes in my life. I just joined Toastmasters, seeing all my friends, but now I would say Toastmasters have been a most beautiful part of my life. I am so confident now. I can speak to everybody. I'm not so confident still yet. I haven't given my speeches and all. I know I will try making some good things out of this Toastmasters meeting, and I'm really proud of being here. And I would say this is my beautiful hobby. I always love attending meetings. It is so good being in the meeting. Like, everybody speaks so nicely to you. They don't even judge if you're not speaking properly. They always motivate you. I this is my friends over here, and I would say this is a good place, and I prefer this as a good hobby every Saturday. I would be every Saturday to attend the offline meeting, and this is good. Thank you.
I agree that Toastmaster is my safe zone as well. So Toastmaster Mara, you raised your hand.
Yes. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So like many people mentioned, and I mentioned to you as well in my intro, Toastmasters is a hobby of mine. A very expensive hobby though. But see, I have this habit of just starting things and letting them go. All right, no matter what it is. But I don't know, it was something with Toastmasters when I joined in my first year of college. I just didn't want to let it go. All right, I was thinking to myself, okay, it's COVID, I don't have anything else going on in my life right now, so let me just do this one thing properly. So yes, so I try to do that one thing properly, and it helped me through some very difficult days in college, and I hope it does the same for you too.
Yeah. So anyone else? Anyone? Okay, so I'll end with I will start with like in so before I start with announcing about the table topic, I would like to announce that you can vote for the best speaker in the YouTube channel. So I would like to call upon the the table topic master, Toastmaster Pragya.
Um, Thank you, Toastmaster Ria. And I hope that the live stream is visible to everyone in the meeting room. So you can go ahead and vote for the best speaker. Now, all right. Um, so now we are here for the most awaited evening of the evening, where it's a slide through story. It's a demo contest of how Emparch is going to be. It's just a gist of the contest. It's just a gist of the contest that how Emparch is going to be. And I would now lay down the rules and regulations and how slide through story will be working in Emparch. So the slide through story is a speech relay where it's an individual contest and they have to come up with their creativity and the wit, also adding humor to their story, and whatever image or a word they are getting, they have to inculcate that image or a word in their story. Somehow they have to inculcate that image or a word in their story. So they will be getting 5 slides. Slide one, they have to build their story, adding the picture. Contestant create and narrate an original story on the given topic for the first 30 seconds. Slide two will be that the impromptu pictures will be given, and it's a storytelling. So contestant improvise a story connecting a constructive picture that display on the screen for them. That will be for 30 seconds each. Slide 3 and 4 will remain the same. Slide 5 will be a blank picture where they be getting a buffer time of 1 minute to conclude their story and to wrap it up in another 30 seconds. So the whole contest will be for 3 minutes 30 seconds. So it is for 2 to 3 minutes. And now I'll be laying down the timelines. So at 2 minutes, it's a green card. Timer, please note, Toastmaster Mosesa. At 2 minutes, it's green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, it's yellow card. At 3 minutes, it's red card with a buffer of 30 seconds. So the red card will go up to 3 minutes 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, the speaker will be disqualified. And judges assessing storytelling based on the originality, creativity, connectivity, and humor, as well as adaptability of the story and the pictures which were given on the slides. So now I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Dia to take it forward. Before that,
All right.
do you guys have any queries? Any doubts? I take it as a no. Over to Toastmaster Dia.
Regarding the lopsided camera, my phone is on charge. Anyway, I have my first volunteer, or do I get the privilege to pick from the
Toastmaster
audience?
Satya would like to go first.
Toastmaster?
Satya.
Hey, Diya, I would like to go first.
Okay, all right. Toastmaster Satya, you got the gist of the uh, session,
Yes.
right? All right, cool. Now, Toastmaster Satya, I want you to pick a number between 1 to 5.
3.
3. I'll lock number 3. Bhavani, the number is 3. We'll go in 3, 2, 1.
Surprise! They cried, leaping out from behind the door and scared the living daylights out of me. The only thing I could do was throw the tennis ball that I had in my hand right at their faces. I was not expecting them to hide inside my cupboard. I was just planning of walking into the house after a tired day of working and then playing tennis and just relax. Maybe play an hour or two of gaming. Which is when, out of nowhere, this guy just walks in a T-Rex costume. I initially thought it was supposed to be my birthday celebration, but a T-Rex just walks out of nowhere. And guess what? They were having a T-Rex costume for each and every one of them, color coded apparently. And blue being my favorite color, guess what color T-shirt T-Rex costume they got me? Pink. Had absolutely nothing to do with my color. And then they come up to me and say, you know what? We haven't sung or we haven't had a jamming session for quite a while. I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. We haven't done that because why else would we do it? We don't have any events coming up. So they propose right there in my room, all of us wearing T-Rex costume, me in pink, that tonight, let's just go and party. Let's just go out for a karaoke night. Now, take a step back and imagine. There are 5 people in T-Rex costumes, me in pink. And the proposal is we'll just go out for karaoke night dressed in our T-Rex costumes. So my first question is, have you lost your minds? Is the wheel that is supposed to be running inside your mind completely been driven away in some random thought that is being generated? How am I supposed to see where I'm going? How am I supposed to drive? He's like, drive? No, 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 my dear friend. No one is driving tonight. We are booking a bus because apparently they tried to book cabs and the cabs, all of them kept canceling because, Bangalore. It had nothing to do with the costume. They just kept canceling. Finally, we had to book an entire bus, and the look on the face of the driver was absolutely priceless. There were 5 people in T-Rex costume, one in pink, just climbing into the bus and telling to him in full volume, take us to the nearest karaoke center. What happens after that is a story for the ages, for which you'll have to get in touch with me later. Over to you.
Nailed it, Toastmaster Satya. Everyone, this is your perfect example as to how to go about with this event. Now, next volunteer. Come on, quick, 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 quick.
That.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Pragya, before we go on with the next volunteer, I would remind everyone here to just vote for Toastmaster Satya over the YouTube link. I've put on a poll wherein we have 4 stages, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 giving the highest points and 1 being the lowest. Make sure you cast your vote there. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Pragya.
All right,
Over to
everyone,
Toastmaster.
take a note of that. Pragya? Toastmaster Pragya?
No, I raised my hand to hand over to Toastmaster Deepak.
All right. I think Toastmaster Deepak has made the announcement. With this, let's move on to our second speaker. Who's next? Who's next? Can I please pick Toastmaster Pragya? Can I please pick?
Go ahead. If nobody is volunteering.
All right. I have our president's permit. I'll do the honors. Toastmaster G. Who is Toastmaster G? Or just the name G? Hi, G. All right. I'll move on to the second speaker. Toastmaster Shrishti. Hi.
Hi.
You are our next contestant, or rather, next speaker. Okay, now quickly choose a number between 1, 2, 4, and 5.
Just give me a second. In between that, I'll just connect my laptop with the charger.
That was 1 second.
Yep. I take the number 7.
Number
7.
7. No. Number 1, 2, 4, and 5. You have these 4 numbers.
Okay. 1.
All right. Toastmaster Bhavani, 1. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Over to you, Shrishti.
I got stuck in the elevator with the person I hate the most. I can't withstand his face. Like, I look at his face, I feel like just crushing him, like how I can just crush a plastic bottle. I wish I could do that, but well, so unfortunate I cannot do that. It was never like this. We used to be best friends before, but now we are frenemies or enemies. I don't know in what ways should I describe that. Well, it was just like Mr. Bean and his teddy bear. Like, Mr. Bean would never go anywhere without his teddy bear, the same way me and my other friend, that guy, would never go anywhere without each other in the school campus. We were such good friends. What to do? The circumstances never change. The guys don't have brains, but that diamonds are so precious that they need to save them and keep it to themselves, not have it as a showcase. Because it's so pretty and so elegant that everybody wants that. But diamonds has its own place and it's very precious. The world knows it except for its owner. What to do? But we spent a lot of time having pizzas and having our a little chit chat time convo. It literally hit me hard, and I could recall of those days where we would go to Domino's and sit for around like 2-3 hours straight and have pizzas for the day. Well, we don't have pizzas anymore and we don't talk anymore. So that's that. Back to the TTM.
Oh, such a sad, cute story. Thank you, Toastmaster Shrishti. With this, our third speaker. Hi, Toastmaster Malia. Toastmaster Malia, you are our third victim. Let's go pick a number between 1, no, 2, 4, and 5. 2, 4, and 5.
You pick for me anything.
What?
I said you pick for me.
Oh, I picked for you. 2, 4, and 5. I picked 2 because both of us together make a good pair. So 2. With this, Toastmaster Bhavani in 3, 2, 1. Over to you, Toastmaster Malia.
My best friends and I gate crashed a wedding. And guess whose wedding it was? Well, we didn't get to know either, even after we came back to our homes. The weddings that we see that happens in Western countries is totally different from what happens in India, right? So this particular wedding that my friends and I gate crashed was so huge. It had over 1,500 people in it. All right. And many of those people were not even dressed properly for a wedding. One of my friends, for instance, her clothes were so crumpled and wrinkly that I would have just gone to some ironing person outside and just done this for her. Also, because she was a little irritating and putting a hot iron all over her back and, over her head made me feel a little happy. The highlight of the wedding, however, was that there was a huge pool right near the buffet. Now that is a very, very bad combination, right? Imagine a clumsy person has 2 full plates of food and there is a huge body of water nearby. What is going to happen? Well, that particular clumsy person happened to be me. And I fell down into the water, and I was probably funnier than a donkey at that point. However, it happened in a very, very, very fortunate manner. At that moment, all eyes were not on me and my humiliating self and the food all over the swimming pool. However, since the bride and the groom they came all in these Western style and carriages and fairy tale and all of that, so the eyes went over there. So just like how we gate crashed a totally random people's wedding, we returned over the gates, jumped back, thanked God for the very good meal and the buy one get one free humiliation that we got, and came back and decided that we will never do this again. We should be smart next time. The next time we gate crash a wedding, we have to make sure that we blend in. All right, back to Toastmaster Dia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Malia. It is on my bucket list that I want to gate crash a wedding at Palace Ground. I will do that. I'll make sure I'll take all the precautions that you mentioned. With this, our next speaker, I'll pick again. Toastmaster Varsha. Hi. You have to choose a number between 5 and 4. 4 and 5.
4 and 5. 5.
5. Hey, wait. Yeah, right. 5. Toastmaster Bhavani. 3, 2, 1, go. Over to you, Toastmaster Varsha.
With a sudden rush of panic, I realized I had no idea where I was in life. Man, I was lost suddenly. I am going here, I'm going there, I'm going everywhere, but I don't know where I am going. One day I'm going to Malleshwaram, one day I'm going to Yelahanka, one day I'm going to Hebbal, one day I'm in my home, one day I'm in MS Teams. What is happening in my life? Suddenly this realization rushed and I panicked. I panicked so bad that I resorted to the thing that I love most, writing. That's when I thought, will I not panic this much if I was in my favorite place, the beach? Obviously, yeah, but only if I have my book with me. I can write down how the beach is and how it has reduced my panic so that I keep it for future reference. Those coconut trees looked so beautiful, and those clouds, that scenery, that river, the sea, my bad. But then I felt very cold. Yeah, it is absurd, but I am. Oh, Now I know why. I had fever. So suddenly I was like, no, I'm getting chills. I need to go home. Then I went home. I had a cute campfire, and then I sat down, gathered my thoughts together, saying, okay, it's still not too late. It's never too late. I can still channel my thoughts and go into the right path. Like, then I realized my life has been going like how on those skating shoes we miss balance at times, but only with practice we go with balance. That's the same way everyone's life is. That's how my life will also be. Till now, I've been not very balanced. Now I can stay balanced from now on. So that's how I channel my thoughts basically, and I would recommend you also to try the same. And back to the DTM.
Thanks, Toastmaster Vasha. Notes taken, writing them all down right here. So this is our last speaker for the evening. Our Madam President, Toastmaster Pragya. You don't get to pick and all because only last number left is 4. Toastmaster Pragya.
If I say that I would like to pass on to another person,
Who do you want to pass on to?
who's MC? It's Moses.
Okay, Toastmaster Likita.
All right.
Toastmaster Likita. Are you in the room with us?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. You are our last speaker for the evening. Your number is 4. Toastmaster Bhavani. 3, 2, 1. Over to you, Toastmaster Likita.
Okay, in a world where object can talk, okay, I am just done with people's whenever I want to talk, they always judge me. As Toastmaster Varsha said, you writing is the so good thing where paper you can write everything, but it doesn't judge you. My favorite thing to talk is as I always spend my time on phone. That's the most beautiful thing. I think okay, it is the most beautiful thing spending time on phone, and I would spend how much ever money it is possible to buy such a costly phone which can talk to me and do whatever things I wanted to do. I know money buys everything, and I want to spend how much ever money whether it costs, I'm ready to spend on that device which talks to me and which listens to me, which is every time with me. And I prefer taking it everywhere whenever I go to amusement park, and whenever I go to Wonderella, and I don't want to take peoples with me because they always judge me. I would just take their phone or something device which could talk to me, where I enjoy to the fullest. I spend my time like playing all this amusement. I like playing all the stuff. I don't know how to mention that. As I haven't been, and I don't want to as I am always frustrated. I wanted to show all my frustration on that boxing. I don't know what they tell for that, but I'm frustrated with these peoples and my studies and everything. I would spend time kicking on that, and just forgetting all the frustration and just showing on that. Is it done?
Yes, we don't have a blank slide after this.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Likita. So much frustration you have. My God. You live
Yeah,
that
I have a lot.
With this, we conclude our table topic slash slide through stories. And I hand it back to our, no, before I hand it back, I hope everyone got a gist of how this event is going to go about. Did you all find it something that you would want to do at a larger scale, at a scale where there are other competitors from different colleges, make it a little more challenging for you. Thus, I recommend, or I actually implore, not implore, I insist each one of us, or each one, I cannot participate, each one of you in the room to register right now, right this second for Emparch. Is everyone, give one head shake, Varsha, tell, okay, do this. Yeah, okay, yes, yes. See, we got more registration, Pragya. Anyways, back to our team mod.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dia. So yeah, it was a very good, very nice Toastmaster like table topic session. I will participate next time. So okay, this time. So I have one question that I would like to conclude. So do you feel hobbies are important for mental health? If so, how? Anyone wants to
Okay,
answer?
hobbies to me bring in a sense of productivity. It brings in a sense of, oh my God, you are doing something in life, right? That leads to your brain thinking that yes, there is something happening in the life, you are occupied, and there's something you kind of get that joy of doing something that you obviously love, and that's why it's your hobby, right? So yes, it does have a impact on your mental health as well. And our therapists, most of the therapists or my therapist friends that I've met, they've all told me, hey, you're feeling down the weather, right? Why don't you try out something new? Why don't you develop on a hobby? Why don't you take or trace back to the hobby that you did back in your schooling but you don't do anymore? So they emphasize a lot on hobbies. And this back to you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Guys answered like it just Shrishti, anyone?
Yep. I'd like to share about my hobby. Well, right from schooling days, as any other kid, my hobby would be to go and play outside with my friends. Then later on, most of you around in this meeting are of my age. So obviously all of you know that we had this trend of doing quilling, which started in around when we came to high school. Not only quilling, lube rubber bands and all of those things. I'd be that person who would sit in class and do all of this, come back, sit with friends, make earrings. Well, I did start a small business back then, made those earrings and sold them. Well, it just stopped as I reached my 10th grade because I had to concentrate more on studies. Well, that's that. Back to the TMR.
That's nice. I would like to buy some stuff, some quilling earrings from you. Um, Toastmaster Mozesa, would you like to share about your hobbies?
One hobby which I actually love the most is art, and I even told that in my introduction which I sent. And I think if I had one hobby which I would want to do again and would want to continue as my passion would be art professionally instead. And another thing is music. I learned singing and I would love to continue that again. Thank you, and back to the team word.
That's nice. So I would like to conclude. Uh, I I would like to give like I would like to end on the note by saying that hobbies shape you into a better human being. I used to play tennis from a very young age. I started playing tennis. My parents put me. So I would always go up early and play tennis. So I think that really helped my mentality. Like before sitting and studying, it would really help me. And I think also me pursuing dance also has really helped me relax my mind. So I think everyone needs a hobby. So back to the general evaluative.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ria. Can we have a round of applause for her, please? Okay, yes. Just when I said round of applause, I noticed that everybody's videos just turned off one by one. That is a little discouraging. Therefore, I request whoever can do it to please, come on video. Please don't spotlight me. That is all right. We can spotlight the evaluators. All right. So I have one request for everybody who is going to come on stage. All right. So imagine you were an extremely rich person, like filthy rich person. Okay. So name one hobby you would do if you were that insanely rich. Okay. It can be anything. Okay. I'll start off. If I was, exorbitantly or extremely rich, what I would do is I would have a huge room in my house just for breaking things, for catharsis and stuff, like how they show in movies. So that would be a rich person hobby I have. So everybody start thinking about your rich person hobbies, and who knows, they might come true one day. Okay, to save time, for all the minor role players, I will be giving only one aspect of excellence and improvement. And for the major role players and speakers, there will be two. I will start with our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Anju. We started the meeting at 6:01 p.m. Good enough, I suppose. Highlight of me was the way in which you presented the guidelines. So normally, Sergeant Saddam said, do not talk about this or refrain from doing this. But then you used the phrase, make sure, followed by a reason as to why you have to make sure you do or don't do that particular thing. So that was a very nice, structure of putting it across, I thought, because at the end of the day, you're giving us guidelines and you're not giving us rules. So Toastmaster Anju, keep up with the good work that you are doing. How can you take it a little better? Is that firstly, like I have mentioned a couple of times before, is that the essay is the one who sets the tone of the meeting. Therefore, perhaps try to be a little bit more enthusiastic. Okay, so even before you hand over the stage to the president, make sure that the audience is a little hyped up. Make sure they have their videos on. Make sure that they understand that okay, the meeting has started. And after that, once you hand it over to the president must not have to say again, like, audience, please do this, please do that. Because that is kind of the SA's job. So besides that, again, like I mentioned, you've done a very great job at being the SA. I'm looking forward to more of your addresses. Next up, we have our presiding officer, Pragya. I have heard many of your presiding officers' addresses before you became the president. This is the first time I'm hearing it after you became the president, though. So I don't have any specific areas of improvement because whatever a president has to do in their address, you have done it. Like, talking about the theme, Toastmasters, our club, opening the meeting, guest interactions, so all of that was done. However, I found that there was a lack of substance or a message in your speech because as the presiding officer, that is what I would look for from my president's speech. All right, one solid takeaway, something a little motivational or inspirational perhaps. Okay, so that element was missing and I would urge you to add that in future speeches. Next, okay, let's give a round of applause for our Sergeant at Arms and presiding officer. All right, next up, we come to the Toastmaster of the day. Firstly, I really liked the theme. It was not complicated at all, just hobbies. And it's such a vast theme with a lot of potential to talk about. And no matter who you are, you have something that relates yourself to the theme. So I would say that although the theme was a little blunt, perhaps, okay, hobbies, it was a good change of pace from the other themes that we've been having. So good job on choosing such a theme and carrying it forward throughout the meeting. That brings me to my second point. You had adequate amount of interaction with the audience, considering that we have time only for limited number of table topic speakers. The duty falls upon the team mod to include as many people as she can in the at various stages of the meeting. And you did that. I think you made almost everybody speak, answering one question or another. So kudos to you. A few things to add to your speech again would be a proper address. Okay, so asking questions, all of that is okay, but as the team out, we look forward to getting some sort of information or fun facts or something from you. For example, towards the end, you asked, okay, is our hobbies important for mental health? Okay, so this might not be a question that many people would be able to just answer like that. So perhaps talk a little bit about it and then ask people about their opinions. Okay, so this could be something you can work on. And secondly, when you're presenting the titles of the speeches, try to be a little slower and a little clearer, because I couldn't hear them properly at one point. So since the title is very important, especially when it comes to a Toastmaster speech, I would request you to do that. But it's great seeing you, Toastmaster Ria, as the team mod once more, and I would like to give you a round of applause. Next up, I would like to go to our timer, Toastmaster Muzeza. Toastmaster Muzeza, could you give the timer's report for just the prepared speakers?
For the prepared speakers, Toastmaster Bhavani had 6 minutes 14 seconds, which was within time, and Toastmaster Varsha. Sorry, my network was bad. Toastmaster Varsha took 7 minutes 14 seconds, which was within time. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster Malya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muzeza. Now it's time to move on to our speakers' evaluations. I hope our individual evaluators are ready. I request them and the speakers to please come on video. Toastmaster Shrishti will firstly be evaluating Toastmaster Bhavani. Over to you, Toastmaster Shrishti.
Am I audible and visible? Please give me a thumbs up. Yay. Good evening, everyone, and a special good evening to Toastmaster Bhavani. Your speech title was Memories Infused by Dad. I felt that you could have had a much more catchy title, something like Dad's Album or Echoes of Dad. It'd be more catchy, right? Okay, well, I'll just move on towards your speech. Well, I noticed today that you had three C's of public speaking, that is clarity, confidence, and connection. Coming to confidence, you started your speech with great confidence with a quote, and that energy what you said, you carried that out throughout the speech, which was really great. And clarity, you had proper clarity on what you were talking about, and it might be in your speech structure and the way you were speaking, it was all crystal clear, and anyone who is listening to your speech could easily understand on what you were trying to convey. And coming to connection, your speech had a proper connection with the audience.
when it might be the elements of you when you were talking about your dad, who'd always tell you that hogu bari, which means go and write, or having getting breakfast done by your dad, and the special bond that you shared with him. Most of us, we could relate on that fact, that about the bonds that we share with our fathers. That was really good. Whereas I have some points of improvement for you. Firstly, I feel that you could have had some audience interaction. You lacked on that. And the major thing of your speech which you didn't do was send your first part of your speech feedback to your second evaluator of the same speech, that's me. So, with this, I'd like to say that your speech is not complete. The purpose of this project is not complete. So, I suggest that you repeat your speech again. Well, it was really good. A small mistake. So, you'll have to repeat the speech as your project guidelines didn't meet. Okay. Good luck for your future speeches. Don't be so careless from next time. Okay. Back to G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shrishti. That was a very good evaluation. Okay, highlight, I think, was your abbreviation and the fact that even you were just putting it out harsh facts, like you have to repeat your speech, you were able to do it with a smile on your face and another bit of encouragement that you have. And how can you improve? I think the fact that you started with a negative point kind of derailed the tone of your entire evaluation. Just try to shift that around a little bit. And whenever you give a point, try to give like an aspect of improvement or commendation. Try to add a why behind it as well. But besides that, I've been seeing you improve as an evaluator for a very long time, and this evaluation definitely stands up to the mark. Let's give a round of applause for Toastmaster Shrishti. I'll evaluate both the speakers together at the end. Next up, we have our second speaker evaluator pair, that is Toastmasters Varshisai and Pragya. Over to Toastmaster Pragya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Malia. And it's a common saying that if you want to change the world, pick your pen and write. On that note, congratulations, Toastmaster Varsha, for completing your L1 P2 project. And so beautifully, you have told us the importance of writing in your speech. My evaluation is divided into 3 parts, starting with the strong point which stood out in your speech. So thoughtful about the speech you have given, that writing, importance of writing, where paper don't judge you. And throughout your speech, you were so confident that I was just hooked to your speech and I was sitting back and enjoying. Also, I always say that you are a house of creativity, and you never fails to prove me that wrong. And how beautifully you have described the relationship of paper and judgment. And you also told that paper is your best secret keeper. So kudos to you on that. If paper can speak them all, my all if the paper can speak them all, my all secrets would be out right now. And I completely agree with the fact that writing down can make you feel calm and centered and can detangle your thoughts. So kudos to you on that for putting out that impact. However, here are some few recommendations from my side which will enhance your speech even more. As you told that your paper won't judge you, like it's a hobby. Writing is your hobby. So I would suggest you to add a point where why writing is your hobby and how it will impact a new person coming to a Toastmasters. As we know that Toastmasters, we are Toastmasters, and we will fall in love with writing.
So you can add that element of why writing can impact a person's life. Also, that I felt that there was a call of action was missing, and it was missing somewhere here and there. So I would recommend you to add a call of action because it will enhance your speech even more. And in conclusion, when you told that in conclusion, I would like to say that if you are sad, right? If you are happy, right? But I felt that it was a bit abrupt, so you can rephrase that sentence, or you can rephrase your conclusion to even more better. That will help you to take your speech from good to great. In conclusion, it was a great speech, and I loved it throughout it. It's my personal favorite quote that I would like to recite now. I write only because there is a voice within me that will not let me be still. And with that, all the best for your future speeches. Back to Toastmaster Malia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pragya. I must say that this evaluation of yours was very well structured, and you had a lot of pertinent points to bring forth as well. So your evaluations are, going on an upward trajectory, and please continue to do the same. Um, Improvement, however, you had points which were very relevant to the speech. I agree. However, because this is an evaluation, which is also considered a speech, I would recommend that perhaps from those 5, 6 points you have, pick 3, elaborate on them, and the remaining 2, 3 you can just mention in the end. Later on, if Varsha or whoever your speaker is wants to get more feedback, they can reach out to you offline. But besides that, do keep up the good job, and a round of applause for you as well. Okay, now I'll come to the speakers evaluation. I'll be evaluating both the speakers together because I found a lot of similarities in both of their speeches. Okay, so point 1, which was a pro, was that both of you are very good writers. All right, your speaking skill stems from the fact that both Bhavani and Toastmaster Varsha are able to write and structure the speech properly, and they are also able to frame sentences in a very nice manner. It's almost like you're listening to an essay, or a personal essay actually, which is being recited in front of you in the form of a speech. So this is definitely a skill that is very important for you, not only in Toastmasters but wherever you go throughout your life. So please continue honing this. And secondly, both of you have a very what do you say, okay, I'm not getting the word for it, but when you present a speech, there are several aspects of your delivery that go together. For example, you have the length of the sentences, for instance. You have more or less appropriate pauses. Your voices are very clear, and you're able to articulate words clearly. So both of these are tools that you guys should definitely leverage in your lives, and especially within Toastmasters as well. Reiterating again that both of you are very good writers and speakers. Aspect of improvement again. So we all know that a speech length generally is 5 to 7 minutes. It can be too much if you're thinking that the audience will be bored, or it can be too less if you're thinking that, oh, I have a lot of information, how am I going to put it through? So the second is what I saw happening today. There was a saturation of content in your speech, and I was able to recognize this because I am a master of exceeding time when it comes to giving speeches and putting so much information that the audience will feel bored. All right. So what you can try doing is, both of you had stories, right? Pick up one aspect of the story, try to elaborate on it, end with a small message, and so on for the next one. The structure was good, but the content was a little saturated. So even if you're a good speaker, even if you have a voice that is attractive, if you keep talking and if you keep throwing out that information at us, even though it's not factual information, eventually the audience is going to lose interest. And please do take care of this because you both are good speakers and I'm sure you definitely can. Second point, again for both of you, is that the purpose of your speech did not come through clearly. So speeches generally have two purposes, right? A generic purpose and a specific purpose. The generic purpose was a little more or less okay. You just wanted to, it was more of a feel-good speech. However, if you're trying to give a speech with the purpose of informing the audience, encouraging the audience, motivating the audience, these kinds of things can have more impact. The specific purpose of your speech didn't come through quite well. For example, Toastmaster Varsha wanted to talk to us, I believe, about writing and how it doesn't judge you, etc. You did mention this at the end. However, like your evaluator mentioned, have a call to action, have a message, and most importantly, if that is what is you're going to focus on, that is, having a hobby or having a writing habit that doesn't judge you, weave it in from the beginning of the story of your speech till the end, and do not get deviated or digress talking about something else. And the same thing goes to Toastmaster Bhavani, along with the speech about your dad. Try to evoke emotions from the audience because this is a very personal speech that you're putting through, and your speech, I think, did not have any call to action at all. I understand that having a call to action in such a speech is very difficult, but at the end of the day, the audience, think of the audience as people who are a little selfish, okay? They want something tangible from your speech. So try to include these. Okay, anyway, sorry for taking a bit of extra time with the speakers, but both of you have a lot of potential, and I am hoping to see you guys at the IAC contest, which will happen soon. Let's have a round of applause for them. Quickly going to the slide through stories that we had, our table topic master, or rather the session moderator, Toastmaster Diya, did a very good job bringing in people. Toastmaster Pragya, Toastmaster Bhavani, I think, was doing the slides. So good coordination amongst all of you. I think the poll thing that we had going on YouTube was also a great way to interact and engage the audience. Toastmaster Diya, one tiny aspect. I know that this is SlideThruStories is not something that is everybody's cup of tea, but whenever you're calling for volunteers, try to call people who are minor role players or guests. For example, you called me, and I'm the general evaluator, and I'm already talking for so long. So try to call people who are, either first preference usually is to guests and then to minor role players. Not that I did not enjoy speaking, I did. Speakers, including me, I think all of us were able to weave stories and bring justice to the name. However, I noticed that we were not able to, the only inhibition that we have, I think, is that, oh, this picture does not make sense when I compare it with the story that I'm already making. So that, that split second thinking, that on the spot thinking is something that all of us have to work upon. So this is a suggestion for our XCOM. Maybe we can have more fun, such fun collaborations. All right, now we'll quickly move on to the Taggle report. Toastmaster Muzeza, can we have the rest of the timers report?
I would like to share my screen. Give me a minute. My screen is okay. This is my report. For the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Bhavani took 6 minutes 14 seconds, which was within time. Toastmaster Varsha took 7 minutes 15 seconds, which was within time. In table topic sessions, Toastmaster Satya took 2 minutes 58 seconds, which was within time. Toastmaster Srishti took 2 minutes 21 seconds, which was within time. Toastmaster Malya took 2 minutes and 42 seconds, which was within time. Toastmaster Varsha took 2 minutes 16 seconds, which was within time. And Toastmaster Likita took 1 minute 58 seconds, which was under time. For evaluation session, Toastmaster Srishti took 3 minutes, which was within time. Toastmaster Pragya took 3 minutes 25 seconds, which was within time. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster Malya.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Muziza. That was a very keen observation from your part. And there was, presenting it in the form of an Excel sheet made it a little more easy for us to grasp as well. However, one suggestion, you can make your report a lot quicker if you just explain the legend at the beginning. Okay, if I marked your name in green, it means you're within time. And just mention, okay, Malia, 3 minutes, Likita, 2 minutes, etc. So that's going to make it that much shorter. But kudos to you. Now let us move on to our counter. Over to you.
Okay. Am I audible? I want to share the screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. First, Toastmaster Pragya took crutch words. There were 3 crutch words, 2 repetitive words, and 4 filler words. And for Toastmaster Ria, it was 6 crutch words, 7 repetitive words, and 4 filler words. And Toastmaster Bhavani, 1 crutch word, 1 repetitive word, and 1 long pause. And for Toastmaster Varsha, it was 2 crutch words, 3 repetitive words, 1 long pause, and 4 filler words. And for Toastmaster Srishti, it was 3 crutch words, 4 repetitive words, and 2 filler words. And Toastmaster Malia used 2 crutch words, 1 repetitive word, and 3 filler words. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Likita. That was the way I like to do our counters reports, that is by using the CRPF format. So kudos to you on doing that and for keenly observing throughout the meeting. One suggestion for you again would be to perhaps color code your Excel sheet, in green, yellow, red, so that we can also understand, where we can do better or is it okay, etc. So all of this would be using your judgment. This is not, a very mandatory aspect of improvement, but this is something you can try to do. All right, next up, let's move to the grammarian of the day. Can we have the grammarian, please?
Actually, I have issues with my camera, so I'll continue like this. Okay. So I'm hello, Toastmasters and guests. I'm back, and I would like to start off my report with the usage of the word of the day. So everyone, only 3 people have used the word of the day, including myself, and and there were no bad or incorrect usage of the English language. And however, some of the really good and exemplary usage of words were beautiful emotion, vulnerable part of myself, safe zone, inseparable frenemies, and weaving stories. There were very minute mistakes, like very strong enough. It's like it's an incorrect usage. It's not strong enough. So that's it with my report. One small suggestion that I would like to give to all the Toastmasters and guests over here are that we use the word like a lot. uh, for example, we say, we don't know about that. So instead of saying like, we can use the word likewise, which sounds more professional, as we are in a professional setting. So with that, I would like to end my report and back to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ananya, for your crisp and informative report. Good choice on word of the day and good recommendations that you gave to all of us. If possible, you could also try to explain, the meanings of the new words, etc., that we learn, so that it can be something that we include in our daily vocabulary moving on. Now, everybody, please get ready, be attentive, switch on your videos because the listener session is going to come up. And for this, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Dia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Malia. I have 2 rules that I want to establish. Number one, answer only after you raise your virtual hand. No mass answers are valid. Two, a question particular to a speaker cannot be answered by their evaluator or their speaker, no, or their mentor and the speaker themselves. Are we good? With this, let's commence off with our first question. In Toastmaster Bhavani's speech, she quoted a quote. Tell me the name of the person who came up with that quote. Who did she quote? Is the question. Any answers? Okay, I'll give you area F4 director.
That
Sorry,
be
but
me. Satya.
sorry?
That is Satya.
Yeah, yeah. Again, your answer?
Malia.
What?
Sorry, I didn't hear the actual answer, but I thought we'll go with Toastmaster Malia.
I cannot wrap my head around the answer. Anyway, do we have an answer for this one? Okay, I'll give you a clue. Have you watched Dash in Paris? It's a series called Dash in Paris. So that lady, the quote. Yes, yes. So area F4 director.
Emily.
Yes, Emily Gabriel. Bhavani
You
Toastmaster
are
Bhavani.
such a cheating.
Are we
Yeah.
sure it was not Malia?
It doesn't count. I gave you a clue. Okay, moving on to our second question. Which grade did Toastmaster Bhavani excel in? Which grades did Toastmaster Bhavani excel in? Yes, Pragya. Toastmaster Pragya.
Grade 8.
Two grades. You mentioned one. Which is the other one?
Grade 10.
No, seventh and eighth. You get half a point. Okay. Next question. How can one clear their thoughts according to Toastmaster Varsha? How can one clear their thoughts according to Toastmaster Varsha? Yes, Toastmaster Pragya.
I am the evaluator. I can't answer.
Oh, yeah, right. My bad. Toastmaster Muziza. Likita also.
One can clear the thoughts by writing it down on the paper.
All right, you get a point. So we have Toastmaster Muziza leading with 1 point, Toastmaster Pragya with half a point. Yes, Likita, I heard you. If you have the answer, you need to be quick with raising your virtual hand. Okay. What was the occasion when Toastmaster Malia fell into a pool? And where is this pool situated? Yes, Toastmaster Pragya.
I know I'll get half point for saying this because she went for a wedding.
Okay.
But the place I forgot.
All right.
It was
Both
no.
Toastmaster
I
and
remember
Pragya.
it's in America.
No, you got the first half right. That's why you get half a point. So you're with 1 point. Both Toastmaster Pragya and Muziza are at tie right now. Okay. According to Toastmaster Pragya, what does one have to do in order to change the world? According to Toastmaster Pragya, what does one have to do in order to change the world? If you do not realize, I am kind of intensifying my questions as we move further. Any answers? Can I tell the answer? You simply have to pick a pen and write it down. Wow, that was the easiest solution to all of worldly problem, no, Pragya? Okay. Next question. Name one hobby of our very dear Timor Toastmaster Ria. Name one hobby of hers. Come on, man. Yes, Area A4 director. That's what your
Just say
name.
Satya. Just say Satya.
You
She
need to
loves
watch.
reading romantic She loves reading romantic novels.
All
Loves is
right,
an understatement. She lives for the romantic novels.
let's go. We have one last question. This is our timer and winning wala question between Toastmaster Pragya, Toastmaster Mozeza, and Toastmaster Satyanarayan, our area effort director. Let me read. All right, cool. The question is perfect. Sunday rituals of Toastmaster Bhavani and her father. Yes, Toastmaster Pragya.
Vidyarthi Bhavan.
No, wrong.
Oh shit.
I'll give you 2 seconds, both Toastmaster Satya and Mozeza, 2 seconds to think answer. Yes.
Can I give another guess?
No.
No. Okay,
Yes.
wait. Sunday ritual was
Your answer.
them.
I'll wait for 5 seconds. 5, 4.
Sunday ritual was them sitting and watching a movie together.
No, wrong. With this, we move on to someone had raised their hand, right? Okay. This question, you.
Ananya have raised her hand.
Ananya, did you raise your hand for this question?
Yeah.
What is it?
It is like
You the winner if you know the answer.
they for 9 hours she tells everything about her day, her friends, everything.
No, wrong answer. Okay, last question. Whoever gets this question will be the winner. All right. What was the color of the T-shirt given to Toastmaster Satya? Sorry, Toastmaster Satya, I cannot answer this. I know
I am part of the tiebreaker. This is not right.
But yeah, I thought Toastmaster Likita, please go ahead. Yes.
Pink shirt.
All right. Folks, our winner or the listener of today's meeting is Toastmaster Likita. A big round of applause to you. And back to our general evaluator.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Dia. We are very good when it comes to time management and limiting the number of hours, but we might not be as great listeners as we are speakers. So let's work on that a little more. Toastmaster Dia, you did quite a good job today. However, I did notice that in some cases, there was another person who raised their hand first because I could see the number 1 against their virtual hand. So please make sure you check all of these before you call the person, or you have someone else do this for you. Okay. With that, we come to the end of the Taggle report. Let's have a round of applause for everybody. Meeting as a whole went quite well. One thing we could improve on is that I could see Toastmaster Pragya and Toastmaster Dia playing a couple of roles, which doesn't indicate that the rest of the members in our club are active or willing to come forward and take these roles. That is something that we can look into. And secondly, this is something I think I say in all general evaluators say in our meetings, but please keep your videos on, even if you don't. And if somebody asks you for a question, a yes or no, or a reaction, you don't have to unmute and do it. Just use the react button and perhaps send a heart or something just to, encourage them and keep them going. Besides that, for me, the highlights of this meeting were firstly the collaboration that we had with the Emparch team, with our meeting being live streamed, the wonderful posters, and the very well conducted slide-through session. And secondly, the fact that the meeting went mostly without a hitch. It was like clockwork, and all the role players performed their jobs considerably well. With that, I wrap up my general evaluation. I think I have evaluated everybody. It was nice attending a meeting after a very long time. And back to Toastmaster Ria.
Thank you, G. Nadia. Yeah, I just had really fun time talking about hobbies, and I really love talking about hobbies and pursuing my hobbies more since I've been like after this after this meeting. So me signing off. It was really nice having like listening to all your hobbies and looking forward to seeing taking up this role more. To back to the PO.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ria, and beautifully taken over our meeting. I think you have glued us throughout the meeting. Can we have a round of applause for Toastmaster Ria? I think you have taken up this role for the second time, I believe, and you have actually did justice with the role. I will be sharing the voting link soon. So please vote for your best speaker, best slide through story speaker, and best role player. For the guest, Toastmaster Satya, I'll be sharing you on your personal chat, and Toastmaster Deepak as well. I have shared the voting link. I hope you all have received it. I'll give you 1 minute time to vote for your best role player.
Yeah, we haven't received it. I don't know about others. I haven't received.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can you share it on WhatsApp? We haven't received it.
I will share on the WhatsApp as well as I'll put on the chat box. I have put on the chat box. Please check. Yes, Toastmaster Dia.
I just have something to tell. Right after you're done announcing, everyone please stay back. That's all.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Dia. I'll give you 1 minute to vote for your favorite role players, or maybe for someone who you think did a great job today. We are 12 people in the meeting, and I have received only half of the responses. You have 10 seconds to vote. Ten, 9. Within 10 seconds, I'll be closing the form. So please do vote. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1, 1.5, and 0. I'll be closing the form now. I have closed the form. So with this, let me facilitate our today's winner, starting with the best role player. Yeah. Starting with the best role player. The best role player was fight between the SA, PO, TMOD, and general evaluator. And the best role player goes to none other than Toastmaster Malia. Moving on to best auxiliary role player, which was between timer, counter, grammarian, and listener. And with 55% of vote, I can proudly say that the best role player goes to Toastmaster Dia, listener. Moving on to the most awaited part of the evening, the best speaker. The best speaker was a fight between Toastmaster Bhavani and Toastmaster Varsha. And the best speaker goes to none other than Toastmaster Varsha. Best speaker runner-up goes to our lovely Toastmaster Bhavani. Best evaluator was also a fight between Toastmaster Shrishti and I. And the best speaker goes to yours truly. Clap, guys, clap. Okay, I can't reveal who won the best table topics, who won the best slide through story speaker, because that will be revealing on Emparch. So stay tuned for that. Or if you have not registered, it's a time to register for Emparch and mark your presence. Congratulations to all the role players. You did really a good job today. And now I would like to ask our guests what did they feel and how was their evening with us today. Starting with Toastmaster Deepak.
Well, for me, all the time getting stuffed up with PC but yeah, I really enjoyed the flow of the meeting today, especially the sessions taken in by the general evaluator. I did say it was a very detailed evaluation and much. Since I also go for general evaluation, I look forward to learn something new every time whenever I see another general evaluator. And yes, I did learn a lot. So thank you, Toastmaster Malia, for that. Apart from that, it was fun working with all of you guys, and thank you, Toastmaster Pragya, for coming up for a collab with the Emparch 16. Yes, we see forward as a Emparch team. I look forward for everyone from MCC to be there at prelims and finals. Make your way till the finals in both the contests. With that, all the very best, and thank you, Toastmaster Pragya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. And I felt that it was a Rajdhani Express the way you have told. But overall, I enjoyed it with every speaker come up with their creativity and with their thoughts of what the slides have to give them. And thank you for accepting our collaboration to promote the Emparch. I look forward for everyone to be there for the event and make it a grand success. With this, do we have another guest? I think Toastmaster Satya have drop off. Yes, Toastmaster Satya have drop off. No worries. With this, I have few announcements to make. So if I have seen that few of the role players was not present before the meeting today, so I request everyone to be present at least 15 minutes prior for the meeting so that we can have a smooth functioning throughout the meeting. Also to have an AV check. If you have any glitches, you can fix that during the meeting. So please be present before 6 p.m. or at least 15 minutes prior to the meeting. Also, if you are late to the meeting, this is a disclaimer, guys. If you are late to the meeting, then your role will be given to someone who is not a role player. So, to grab the seat of that role, please be on time. And we always have a practice that we start our meeting sharp at 6, and we are going to follow that for our future meetings. So please be on time. That's all I want to say. Also, Toastmaster Dia, would you like to add on something later
Yes.
or now?
You can officially close the meeting because mine is an unofficial announcement. That's why.
All right. Okay. With on that note, I declare meeting number 259 of MCC Toastmasters Club closed. Let's all unmute ourselves and give a tap for showing up today. And let's continue to stand up, speak up, and show up. Now the room is open for networking. Oh,